Welcome back, guys, to These Hands. On today's episodes, I got something a little bit more special than our usual collector's booster box. I got Magiccon Festival in a Box from Atlanta. This is the one with the secret lair from Dragon. The sliver guy, I can't remember his name. But with the expensive prices of Final Fantasy and Spider-Man, I've put this into the budget opposed to, to those two collector boxes. Those were insane. And obviously, since the last episode, I skipped Edges of Eternity, or planned on it, but then I won second place at my locals. So that was pretty cool. Before we get started, as always, special shout out to Hung Too Low, which is kind of the inspiration for this, my number one hater, and to God, because obviously I wouldn't be able to do it without him. I've been very blessed by him, and I hope to be able to get his message and word out as I continue these videos and finally upload them and stop being lazy and getting it going. So anyway, I've never opened one of these up before, and we'll go ahead and get started. Is it peeled? Is it taped? Or how do you do that? There we go. Say, I know a handful of people that will keep the secret layers all sealed, but I personally believe Magic cards were made to be played. There we go. That was more of a struggle than it needed to be. So upon opening it up, got this little indention. Welcome to your own personal Magiccon. We'll open these up. This is another thing that I liked about just the Magic set in general. The little Magic characters playing Magic the Gathering. I thought the art behind that was just so cool. So of course, with that, Lair Dragon and Mystery Booster 2. That was quite a lot to unpack there. Holy moly, if I could get that to stop sliding everywhere. We'll go ahead and get into it. Let's take a look at these cards. And for the for the secret layers, I did bring sleeves to immediately sleeve these up. Did not want to risk anything really happening to these. These kind of going straight into my personal collection. So right here we got Spaghetti Junction. Heard that's a thing in Atlanta. The Dragon. I have actually got an Dragon deck, and I want to swap out this art for this one right here. Super cool in that frame. The Scourge of Valkos and Lightning Bolt. So I'll go ahead and sleeve those up. Say while we're here. Again, keep anything from happening from them. Oh, and I also got the SpongeBob secret layer, and the centering on the back was just terrible. I don't know if that was just mine or if that was everybody, but there was definitely a quality control issue with the SpongeBob secret layer. Now, I don't get secret layers very often, just whenever I kind of like the idea of what's going on, like the cats and dogs. I got that one, the SpongeBob one. And obviously this one. It's pretty cool. Spaghetti Junction. I'm not really sure if that would ever be worth anything, but I'll put that in a little sleeve. Part of my first little festival in the box. And then next, we'll have the official Secret Lair. Part 2, or yeah, part 2 of this. Whoa! It's a wide load coming through. Honestly, I thought the cards with the packaging, that the little characters playing the Magic was going to be right there. Little thank you sheet for buying their cards. A rat pack on the front. I love rats, but again, these cards aren't necessarily going to go into a deck or anything. They're going to go straight to my personal collection. So we got the pack rat, shared summons. I really like the foils on these as well. Sylvan Offering. I didn't like that this was the only one that wasn't a creature card. And Sliver Legion, that's what the name of the card. And then, oh, we got a Plains. I guess they are doing special or extra bonus cards. The SpongeBob one, all I got was the command tower. I even bought extras, or an extra one, kind of thinking, oh, it's got to be worth something. And then I just pulled like 4 or 5 of those dang SpongeBob pineapple command towers. Which still pretty cool. But of course I'm, you know, hoping for the my leg or the Mr. Krabs no, it wasn't land tax. Or was it land tax? I can't remember exactly. Obviously you want the cool expensive ones. Alright, now we got my little secret layers out of the way. And then of course the last thing in this box is going to be a box of Mystery Booster 2. Honestly, whenever I first heard about this, I had no idea that this was available to the public in any kind of sense. And then whenever I saw, oh, your little secret layer comes with it, it's a little bit more costly than the standard one, I was like, well, I've never got to open one of these before. So here we are. There we go. And then you know me, I don't know how to open those boxes. Pain in the neck. With these, here that the pull rates are a little bit weird. Like we can't get more than 2 foils in the whole box. Thought that was strange. But the foils are super expensive in this set, just in general. Of course, we'll try to go through the commons and uncommons fairly quickly. They're just all over, or from all sorts of sets and stuff. But honestly, there's not really anything that I would care to not pull from from the set. Ash Barons, Clark Clan Ironwork. I know that one's going to be pretty expensive too. And then the playtest card. So I got to remember it's one of the white borders. The other little uncommon thing, and just a random rare. Yeah. And then the thing about it, it's with these 15 or these whole boxes full of the cards, I always feel like I'm just opening up so much that these videos drag on just a little bit, or at least more than what I would like them to. Because of course it comes down to what am I going to be talking about. Noxious Ghoul, like that. I've got my my own zombie deck. Put that in there. And then Return to Nature, Dingus Staff. There's the Mantis Rider, Veteran Explorer, Mana Flare, and then Pokey the Scalawag. One thing that I liked about this secret lair, and I'm not sure how much it helped or anything, but they limited 2 per purchase or person. I felt like that helped people get a hold of these, or at least in my opinion. I of course only ordered 1. I'm not loaded, or maybe I would have bought 2 if I could. Increase the chances of getting something good. Cryptic Spires. Here's the Coffin Queen, Unholy Heat, Hoodwink, and Boulder Jockey. Maybe I'll rearrange the stack and went rare, white border, weird frame. Can't remember what they call that off the top of my head, but that was that. So we're already 11 minutes into it, and I'm just now opening these packs, so maybe you'll like extended videos. Feel free to skip, seconds or moments ahead to try to just see the hits. I promise you I'm going to try to go through this pretty fast. Love squirrels. Yeah, that is the one with the squirrel. Yeah. Magnetic Insight, Firebelly Changeling. Oh. Some fires and can't. There we go. Yeah. Plague Engineer. Yep, I did that was right. Get my piles in here. Yorin Sky Nomad, Erratic Portal, and then Questioning Cosplayer. I feel like the little playtest cards are cards that you should just be coloring in. It would be really funny to have little markers, especially made for just this cardboard. And I really don't think, not that it's all about the money or card value or anything, but I just don't think that the playtest cards are really worth anything. Feast or Famine, I like the zombie on it. Zombies are awesome. Fire Imp, Goblin Wizardry, Vine Mare, it's a Hushbringer, Fairy Macrarb, Relentless Assault, and Slumbering Waterways. Man, if I could kind of pick my little hits, I would like to see an Urza's Saga in here. One card that I personally want for a deck, actually, instead of just collecting resale values and all that. Chittering Rats, love rats. Wow. Iron Hoof Ox, it just looks like a little cow. It's an Ambush Commander. Kenrith the Returned King. And it's actually one of my first commander decks I ever built. Trying to put all the Godzilla cards in. Back whenever I was a noob. Had no idea what I was doing, and I think my decks have come a long way since since then. Goblin King, funny little art, but I personally like the secret layer that I was just talking about. And it's the guy from the box. Oh, get too far ahead of myself. No foils yet, so it looks like that's kind of or that part of it is true. Only 2 per box, and hopefully we get some bangers. Although I do like the old style cards, all that, I do think that Magic's power creep has come a long way since I've even started playing anyways. Pretty cool nonetheless just to see these old cards from before my time. Nexus of Fate, Snow Covered Plains, and Risk Dawn Port. Honestly, I haven't looked too much into these, the value of just these other weird border cards and all that. Of course, I do know that there are some that obviously going to have some value to it. But again, just more opening for fun and because I can. Always blessed. Again, thank you for joining the channel for this video. I always appreciate everybody, their continued support. Anger is such a weird card. I do kind of like it, but you gotta find a way to get him into your graveyard. Iron Scale Hydra, Basilisk Gate, Echo of Eons. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hand a graveyard, then draw 7 cards. You know what? Actually, probably something that I need for my Nekazar deck. And Mox Poison. Add 1 mana of any color. You get 2 poison counters. Who would want something like that? If you got your hands on one of these boxes, please feel free to comment your big pulls. If you got anything, a werebear, like a werewolf bear, add 1 mana to your mana pool. It's a druid bear, and it's only a 1/1. You would think something like that would be stronger. And Threshold gets +3/+3 as long as there's 7 cards in your Gemstone Mine. I can't remember if that's any good or not, but no Ferox, Minx and Boo, Timeless Heroes, love these guys. Ogagikachi, Vengeful Kami, pretty cool. I took it out of my pre-con for my Erd Dragon, all that. Still like it nonetheless. See, for the Minx and Boo, there's a secret lair of those guys that went for a whole lot too, and I'm just like, wow, to be able to collect it would be crazy. Take Path of Discovery, Iona, Shield of Imara, pretty cool. And there's my first foil, Mana Bond. At the beginning of your upkeep, or your end step, you may reveal your hand and put all land cards from it onto the battlefield. If you do, discard your hand. Pretty cool. I'm going to keep that off to the side. And because I know that the foils are supposedly rare in this thing, I'm going to go ahead and sleeve that mug up. And hopefully it'll be worth something, and then I can sell it. Or I'll feel better about selling it. Corpse Harvester, pretty neat idea. He's just expensive to cast. Try to keep the ratio just a little bit down. Rite of Replication, Simian Spirit Guide, the Monkey, another Karark Ironwork, and a Pinchy Mixed Ding Butt. Keeper of the Dead, destroy target non-black creature. Play this ability only if that creature's controller has at least 2 fewer creature cards in his or her graveyard than you have in yours. That sucks. Ignoble Hierarch, I do like that. Leyline of the Void, I pull those things like crazy. Counterbalance, and Cleaver Blow. And the Haunted House set. I promise you, I pulled that thing like in every which way that you could. Just like, come on, give me something else. Like a little bulk rare or uncommon or what, whatever. Like, I'm begging. Death Pulse. Anything with death or zombies in it, you have to read it. Target creature gets -4/-4 until the end of turn. Instant. Cycling 3. When you cycle Death Pulse, you may have target creature get -1/-1 until the end of turn. Sliver. All slivers have tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. No way. Cataclysm, a mythic. Oh, that was my mythic. Sierra the Benevolent. And Black Vice, no way. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't know if that's any good. The Sierra Benevolent, if I can talk right. I think it's a mythic. It's got to be worth something. I'll be checking out stuff in here. Look, Sabertooth Wyvern, no way. One with nature. Mystic Monastery. Kaluth, Unrivaled Agent. Mardu Outrider. Forest Bear. I do kind of like that though. Just a plain little bear. Full art. No way. No text. Textless, that's what they call it. Oh, for some reason I thought that said Balding Thaw with the raw. I was like, oh, they did him dirty. Zombie, Blade Wings Thrall has flying as long as you control a dragon. When a dragon comes into play, you may return Blade Wings Thrall from your graveyard to play. It's pretty cool, I guess. Bellowing Tangleworm, Crashing Boars. Orcades, the Strategist. He's the wall commander, or at least most often used for walls. Temporary Truce. And Engineered Explosives. Boatfire. Sorry, I feel like I'm gasping and hiccuping quite a lot. You know, I've been saying that I'll be uploading my videos and all that. One, this is mainly just to build confidence anyways, speaking out and all that. Also, just mainly for fun. I do need to upload these videos though. So obviously, if you're watching now, I finally did it. It just took longer than it should have. Bad moon. Black creatures get +1/+1. Once upon a time. Relentless assault again. And Terry Pin. Turbo.